Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm making some home-style lentil soup, and the ingredients for this are 1 whole stalk of celery, 2 pounds of carrots, and these carrots have just been washed and I just cut the end off. I didn't peel them. And 3 large onions. Along with that you'll need 1 beef kielbasa and stock. You could use beef stock or chicken stock. I have some homemade chicken stock, so that's what I'll be using. Of course you'll need lentils. For this recipe it's 1.5 pounds of lentils. So let's get started. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to large dice or just roughly chop everything. I'm not going to be fine dicing it because it's going to be cooking for a while, so everything will break down. So everything will be large diced and we'll just go from there. So that's how I'll cut the onions. The carrots, I'll just rough slice the carrots. And for the celery, I'll just rough chop the celery like that. Some other things we're going to be adding to this is 3 cloves of garlic. So we need to get that, and that can be fine minced. Alright, so let me get to chopping and I'll meet you back here in just a minute. As you can see, I have all the vegetables rough diced. Now I'm going to fine dice the garlic. Needs to be kind of finely diced because we want this flavor really to permeate the entire soup. So we're going to give a real fine dice to this. You can even crush it with the side of your knife until you get kind of a paste and run your knife through it a couple more times, and that'll give you a really fine dice. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to cut up the kielbasa. Now I want this cut really kind of thin here. Usually I do it thick, but when it's thinner like this, it will more permeate the soup that you're making. So it will add that rich flavor, and then when you serve it, everybody can have a slice or 2 of sausage. Now that I have all the ingredients prepared, let's go to the stove. Now, I have a large stock pot here I'm going to be cooking in. I'm just going to add some extra virgin olive oil to the pot, about 2 good tablespoons, and let that get good and hot. And I'm cooking this over a medium-high heat. So once this gets warm, we're going to add the vegetables to this pot. Now that the oil is nice and hot, we'll just add the vegetables. And I'm going to let these cook down just like that for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'll add some seasoning. Now that they started cooking a little bit, it's time to add about 3/4 of a tablespoon, of salt and some fresh cracked black pepper. I like to add about a teaspoon of black pepper, and then some of my own seasoning salt. And some granulated garlic. I added about about half a tablespoon of granulated garlic. And now I'm going to let these cook down for about 15 minutes without burning over medium-high heat. So we've been going for about 15 minutes. And as you can see, these vegetables have started to cook down. So at this point I'm going to add the sausage. And now I'm going to cook the sausage in with the veggies for just about 5 minutes, and then I'll add the stock. Okay, it's been about 5 more minutes. So the sausage is nice and hot in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the stock. Now I have, unfortunately, some frozen stock and some not so frozen stock. So I'm just going to add this. This is a gallon of stock. So let me add this real careful. I'm going to let those ice chunks melt down. As soon as it comes to a boil and those melt down, I will add the lentils and lower the flame to low, and then I'll let it cook for about 45 minutes. But let me let the ice chunks melt, so that'll be about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'll see you in a minute. So all the ice is melted, the stock is all melted, and it's almost to a boil. So at this time I'm going to add some herbs. I chopped up some fresh parsley, so I'm going to add fresh parsley. That was a medium-sized bunch. I'm going to add a little sweet basil. I don't have fresh, so I'm just going to add dry. It's about a tablespoon. Some oregano, about a teaspoon of oregano, crushed in my hand. And the last thing, I'm going to add a couple of bay leaves. Just a couple of bay leaves. Give it a stir. And I'm going to add all my lentils at this time. Again, this is 1.5 pounds of dry lentils. I'm also going to add 2 shots of Lea and Perrin Worcestershire sauce, and some Tabasco sauce. I have some Frank's Red Hots, similar flavor to Tabasco, so I'm going to add a few shots of that, just about 4 or 5 dashes. Now I'll let this come to a simmer. I'm going to let it simmer for about 45 minutes. So I'll see you back in about 45 minutes. So it's been about 45 minutes, and this has been simmering, and it's all done. So as you can see, the carrots are now tender, and the lentils have cooked through. So what I'll do is let me serve some up and show you what this looks like. So there it is, all served up. I like to serve this with a little Parmesan Reggiano on top. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. And as always, God bless and have a great night. Hey, beautiful.
What are you doing with that video camera?
What am I doing with the video camera?
Yeah.
I'm videoing you.
But why are you videoing you?
Because you're so pretty.
Ha ha. Where's my mom?
At work.
Hey, go get my